Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Oh yeah, I have two Kavol knives here and one of them is quite a surprise. You'll have to wait till you see what's in this big box. But I hope you're having a fan-freaking-tastic day today. You know every time it's a Kavol knife, it is going to be some barred archery. And I'm telling you what, this is no exception. I've already taken it out. I've already checked it out. There are two versions of this karambit. And oh my gosh, wait till you see this and then wait till you see what's in this box. What's in this box, believe it or not, and it's heavy, is very cool. And it's something that you get free when the first like 150 people that order from Kavol are going to get that. And then they're gone. I'll explain that here in a second. But this is the Kavol knife Cobra. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its cobra-ness. The machining, the milling, everything about everything that Kavol does is always top notch. They don't mess around. They don't mess around at all. And it looks like you might be able to put one of those little tight, what do you call those things? The glow in the dark, what do you call those things? The iridium. You might be able to put some glowing in the dark things. And check this out. Where this knife blade goes, it goes up into the ring. They have a cutout into the ring, which I think is very cool. And then it has the wave feature. So when you pull it out of your pocket, the blade is automatically opened. This is a button lock. And let's see if I can get you in there because I'll forget later. Look at that. You always have that nice mosaic, and it does have caged ceramic ball bearings. And this one, something that I appreciate because I'm a big flipper fan, you don't have a giant flipper sticking out, but you still have this flipper. And look what they did. The jimping, phenomenal. 10 out of 10 jimping. It has that perfect grab where you're never going to miss. You're never going to slide off. Absolutely appreciate it. And this is an Osho design, by the way. You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh yeah, it's no joke. You know, it kind of looks like a dog that's on alert and it has its ears forward, even though it's the Cobra. Oh my gosh, look at that! And would you know that this is CPM S90V blade steel, which is very nice, very, very nice. And something a little different here, it doesn't have the typical pivot, which is very cool. To see if there's any markings, there you go, CPM S90V. And this is a sweet knife. I'm gonna give you a couple quick size comparisons. From tip to tip, this bad boy is 6.65 inches, 169 millimeters. Your blade length is 2.4 inches, 61 millimeters. Your close length, 4.35 inches, 110.4 millimeters. This is what it looks like next to the CJRB Pyrite, the new version of the Pyrite. I'm just putting a couple knives down here that are very popular. And of course, you know, I got to put the QSP Penguin because everybody should have a Penguin, right? So that's what it looks like next to the Penguin. Most folks have a Penguin or are thinking about getting one. And I tell people, you know, if only just for the size comparisons, if you have one, this will give you an idea. See, it's not a big knife, but it does have kind of the chunk factor, even though it doesn't have the chunky weight, which is very impressive. It comes in at about 3.6 ounces. Now, let's see. Oh my gosh, this thing is just solid as a rock. It is absolutely solid. Let's see how it acts here. I kind of got a little bit of ting. So I'm getting a little bouncy bounce. Well, on the back here, I'm having to make sure that I let go with my finger, and that's partly my fault. Let's see what it feels like when okay, using the thumb stud, see there when I come back, I am getting a little bit of bounce, so I would personally appreciate maybe just a little bit more detent just to hold it back in there. Oh yeah, that right there, that's the stuff. I like that flipper. That flipper is very nice. This is a sweet knife. Now my hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. Now just using this like as an everyday carry folding pocket knife style, this is very comfortable. The way it fits in my hand is comfortable. And this, I appreciate this. This is going to be a good scraper, you know, a good user. If you like more premium knives, and before I forget, let me get you in there and get you a little bit more texture vision. It feels very nice. It's not aggressive, and I like they've taken the extra step. They've crowned the edge right here so that you're not feeling that sharp edges of where that milling ends. So it's absolutely rounded. The ergos are about a 9 out of 10, just because you have this dude here and how you're going to use that. But using this as a 3-finger knife and then my pinky's kind of hanging out, it's very comfortable in my hand. So the fit and finish are absolutely spectacular. And then you can use this not only as a thumb stud, but as a quick open feature. When this is in your pocket, when you pull this out of your pocket, the blade automatically opens. And then I know folks are going to use it like this. They're going to use it as a karambit style. You know, for a while I thought it could only be a karambit if it was a curved blade, but I'm curious. Let me know. Double check my knowledge. Let me know if it's still a karambit. I'm pretty sure if it has a hole in it and you're going to use it like this, that's going to be a karambit style. So all you folks that you want a karambit, boy, it is very comfortable. And here's something else. It has some milling back here that is giving my thumb a lot of traction. So I have a really good purchase on this knife, even with the size of my hand. I would imagine that if you have small to medium sized hands, that it's even going to be a little more comfortable in your hand. So the only thing, you know, if you're going to sharpen it, they did put a sharpening choil. How about that? That's impressive. And then you have a little bit more traction right here, some nice milling right there. So I can't complain at all when it comes to the ergos. It feels really neat in the hand. It's a novel knife. Very cool. And I'll have links down in the description and in the comment section. Oh, can I reverse flick this? Let's see. Yes, you can reverse it. You have so much room to get up into that pocket clip or the thumb stud. It's not even funny. That is very easy to do. So not only is it a karambit, it's usable, it is also a fidget knife. Now, while I'm thinking about it, before I forget, let me show you. If you buy any of the Kavol knives right now, this is something you're going to get free. And there's a short story behind it. I'm not going to get long-winded, but they designed a knife. They were very proud of it. They liked it a lot. However, there was an issue. They went through 3 years, 1,095 days, and this is their anniversary special for the 3 years, 1,095 days. This is their 3-year gift to you, anybody that buys a knife. But going back to the story, they designed a knife, the Foxen, right? The knife is underneath here. And they did not pass it because it did not have the lockup that they expect their knives to have. And even though they had spent so much time on that knife, designing the knife, they didn't want to just throw the knife away, throw the knife parts away. They had made this expensive knife. So what they did was they memorialized it in resin right here. And you can see all of the parts. And if you look, here's the blade. And I imagine it's foggy. I imagine you could probably clean it off and make it a little more see-through. See there where I just cleaned it off just a little bit. So you could polish this off a little bit. They gave you just a piece of the back of the knife. They didn't like the lockup. They didn't appreciate how the lock worked and that that wasn't safe enough right here. So that's why they're like, you know what, we're going to do something special for our 3rd anniversary. And then they made this little display case. You can put this dude in, and then you can hang whatever from it. You know, you can hang this from it or whatever, rings or watches or whatever. But something very cool to put on your desk. But what I was going to show you real quick is this is where they took a piece of the blade right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's where this went. Was right up in here. And that's a representation. This one probably came from a blacked out blade, but that's where it normally would have been on the back of the knife. But I think it is a very cool thing that they've done, where it would have been a neat knife. It was the Foxen. You can go on their website and see the story on it. You can see the backspacer, all the screws and everything. But that is a very nice gesture and something very cool. And I'm pretty certain that everything is on sale right now because it is Christmas time for Kavol. So, you know, if you were thinking about getting a Kavol, oh, look at that. It's on a little adjustable deal. You can wrap that around, put that on there, and just kind of have a neat thing sitting on your desk. You can set your Kavol knife on there. I think this is a pretty neat little thing to set your knife on. Neat little display. That is pretty sweet. But I think that is a very cool thing that Kavol has done. They make quality knives. I have many videos on the Kavol knives. So if you want to search, you can go to the search bar above on your PC and you can search Kavol in my search bar at the top of my YouTube channel, and you'll see all the different Kavol knives that I've had. So let me know what you think about this one here, the Kavol Cobra. I think it is pretty darn cool. It doesn't Doesn't disappoint at all. I'm always expecting something to be very nice when it comes from Kavol because they do a great job. Now go watch this video or this video, and until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.